are the leading spin and go school in the Baltics with experience since 2015, working with poker players, coaching and staking them to climb above the limits and increase their winnings. We're a team of high-stakes regulars who aim to create the strongest spin and go school in the world. Today, we are stronger than ever before. We have experienced high-stakes coaches that offer the best spin and go strategy on the market. Our coaches are active poker players, giving us the most advantageous strategies and a proven track record of reaching high limits. Tools. We've created our own PureGTO software for learning spin and go strategies. It's user-friendly and offers the best learning experience. PureGTO access is provided to all students at no additional cost at tens plus. We've also developed Pure Tracker for results tracking on any poker room, including GG Poker Results Tracking, a function unavailable in PT4. You can upload your hands in Pure Tracker and access them directly on PureGTO. We've developed a user-friendly chart tool for exploitative and GTO ranges. As a member, you get free access to over 4,500 videos in our library. In addition to coaching videos, there are psychology lessons that are also an important part of poker. We offer free access to the EV pool for all our students in any stakes in nitro and regular formats to minimize poker variance in your game. One-on-one coaching is a cornerstone of our program. Each player will have a private coach assigned to them. We also provide group coaching on various topics, including exploitative play analysis, regular play analysis, custom spots analysis, live play translations, psychology lessons, and more. Our team is available at all times to provide private attention and ensure the best learning experience. We organize live SM meetings, an annual summer camp, Christmas parties, team building events, and various other activities for our students. We encourage information sharing and arrange trips together around the world. For example, this year we had a trip to Thailand, and last year we visited Mexico. Join our community to make your poker life more exciting. In poker, coming together as a community is crucial for success, and we truly value its importance. Join and chat with other members to make new friends within the community. If you are ready to take your game to the next level, smstaking is here for you every step of the way. If you're a spin and go player, this is an opportunity to skyrocket your EV and winning potential. If you are playing any other poker format, this is also a chance to become a professional spin and go poker player and join our community. Give it a shot and make a living from spin and go poker. What sets us apart from others? This is the main question you may ask of any school, so here are some key distinctions. Personal coaching sessions every 500 games with your dedicated coach. Frequent coaching sessions in small groups to discuss poker hands. Exclusive and free software like PureGTO and Pure Tracker for our students. Free access to the spin and go pool. Personal attention and effective problem solving. Take your seat in our community. Join us at smstaking.com. We are here for you to play, learn, and dominate spin and goes. Who are we? We are the leading spin and go school in the Baltics with experience since 2015, working with poker players, coaching and staking them to climb above the limits and increase their winnings. We're a team of high-stakes regulars who aim to create the strongest spin and go school in the world. Today, we are stronger than ever before. We have experienced high-stakes coaches that offer the best spin and go strategy on the market. Our coaches are active poker players, giving us the most advantageous strategies and a proven track record of reaching high limits. Tools. We've created our own PureGTO software for learning spin and go strategies. It's user-friendly and offers the best learning experience. PureGTO access is provided to all students at no additional cost at tens plus. We've also developed Pure Tracker for results tracking on any poker room, including GG Poker Results Tracking, a function unavailable in PT4. You can upload your hands in PureTracker and access them directly on PureGTO. We've developed a user-friendly chart tool for exploitative and GTO ranges. As a member, you get free access to over 4,500 videos in our library. In addition to coaching videos, there are psychology lessons that are also an important part of poker. We offer free access to the EV pool for all our students in any stakes in nitro and regular formats to minimize poker variance in your game. One-on-one coaching is a cornerstone of our program. Each player will have a private coach assigned to them. We also provide group coaching on various topics, including exploitative play analysis, regular play analysis, custom spots analysis, live play translations, psychology lessons, and more. Our team is available at all times to provide private attention and ensure the best learning experience. We organize live SM meetings, an annual summer camp, Christmas parties, team building events, and various other activities for our students. We encourage information sharing and arrange trips together around the world. For example, this year we had a trip to Thailand, and last year we visited Mexico. Join our community to make your poker life more exciting. In poker, coming together as a community is crucial for success, and we truly value its importance. Join and chat with other members to make new friends within the community. If you are ready to take your game to the next level, smstaking is here for you every step of the way. If you're a spin and go player, this is an opportunity to skyrocket your EV and winning potential. If you are playing any other poker format, this is also a chance to become a professional spin and go poker player and join our community. Give it a shot and make a living from spin and go poker. What sets us apart from others? This is the main question you may ask of any school, so here are some key distinctions. Personal coaching sessions every 500 games with your dedicated coach. Frequent coaching sessions in small groups to discuss poker hands. Exclusive and free software like PureGTO and PureTracker for our students. Free access to the spin and go pool. Personal attention and effective problem solving. Take your seat in our community. Join us at smstaking.com. We are here for you to play, learn, and dominate spin and goes. Who are we? We are the leading spin and go school in the Baltics with experience since 2015, working with poker players, coaching and staking them to climb above the limits and increase their winnings. We're a team of high-stakes regulars who aim to create the strongest spin and go school in the world. Today, we are stronger than ever before. We have experienced high-stakes coaches that offer the best spin and go strategy on the market. Our coaches are active poker players, giving us the most advantageous strategies and a proven track record of reaching high limits. Tools. We've created our own PureGTO software for learning spin and go strategies. It's user-friendly and offers the best learning experience. PureGTO access is provided to all students at no additional cost at tens plus. We've also developed PureTracker for results tracking on any poker room, including GG Poker results tracking, a function unavailable in PT4. You can upload your hands in PureTracker and access them directly on PureGTO. We've developed a user-friendly chart tool for exploitative and GTO ranges. As a member, you get free access to over 4,500 videos in our library. In addition to coaching videos, there are psychology lessons that are also an important part of poker. We offer free access to the EV pool for all our students in any stakes in nitro and regular formats to minimize poker.
Hello. Long time no see. Okay, just gonna play some music and we'll start off. Let me know if everything is fine, but it should be. Internet seems to be working fine as well, which is nice. Okay. If someone would say hi in the chat, that would be lovely. Okay, so I haven't played today yet, so we'll play 50s for now, and then we'll move up. So yeah, okay. Got that ready. It should be on. Why is the table not on? Okay, perfect. Let's go. Okay, let's fold, I guess. It's some sort of like MTT reg or a good fish. We have one reg as well. Okay, he 3-bets us. Not going to participate. Okay, we have queens. Let's pretend that we are leveled. Let's 3-bet him as well with 6 blinds. Okay, seems he's a fish, but he has this tag, which means he wants something. So I'll bet, tiny bet. Hello, Mindaugas, how are you doing? I'm doing fine right now. Could be better. I could have slept a bit more, but apart from that, all the regulars came in, which is lovely. Okay, let's jam. Hopefully he has something to call with. Pocket 8s, pocket 9s, or jack deuce suited. Wow. That's why we 3-bet. Definitely not expect to see that. Okay, let's stack him as a fish. Let's jam. How are you guys doing? I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. Maybe something nice happened. Maybe you hit something big. Maybe you moved up the stakes. Tell me something. Yeah, finished last month with great results. Like 10k pool V plus rakeback, which is lovely. The graph is posted in SM blog chat, I think, on Discord. You can check it out if you want. This month is not going so great. I haven't played a lot this month yet, so I still have to play a shit ton, but I got hooked back, hooked on CS2, which is definitely not good for grind. Okay, he checks back, which is really, really strange. He can definitely have pocket aces, ace jack, these types of hands, but I want to turn this into a bluff. I don't think I beat his showdowns. I don't want to go up against, I don't know, random queen, king, queen, or whatever, but I would expect him to bet anyway with king, queen, so he probably had a pure bluff. Okay, let's limp. I'm recalling if he jams, of course. Okay, so he just checks back. Good flop for him to check raise, but okay, lovely turn card. Bet big. I'm quite polar in this spot. Okay, jack. Definitely not what I want to see. He thanks a bit. I don't think he's calling me with like a 5 or a 3. And he has plenty of jacks as well, which just sucks, but so I'll be cautious and check back. Yeah, we wouldn't get paid as well. I was surprised that he called a pot size bet with just a flush draw. Okay. Okay, we'll raise it up. A little sneaky check raise. Okay, now we're jamming. He snap called. 10-8, seriously? Seriously? I mean, we got there on the river at least, which is nice. Okay, let's bet. Move to GG Poker playing tennis now, much better field than PokerStars. Oh yeah, I bet. Do you make more per game than you used to on PokerStars? But oh, the field is better, which is definitely surprising. Um, I didn't expect that. I mean, I know the rakeback is insanely high, right? So it makes sense that it would be reg infested as well. But if you say that the field is better, even so, well, then it's a no-brainer to not play on PokerStars, I guess. Even if GG has a better field in that sense. Okay, so I'll probably just jam here for balance. I mean, not for balance, but oh wow, what a cooler for him. Lovely. I saw that you coach have a coach role in Discord. Do you actively coach or not? Yes, I do, but I don't do group lessons. I only have a few students. So now only 3 at the moment. So it's a bit time consuming, and it requires a lot of energy. And for me, like, it's a bit hard to coach people in a sense that, okay, he folds really nicely, so I want to be cautious here. I could probably turn this into a bluff, but I want to see the showdown and how he reacts. So I expect to see a better 8 or a 4. I could be bluffing, but I expect him to call anyway. 7-6, lovely. So yeah, the problem is that I don't like have a really like stable strategy, if that makes sense. I really adjust to my opponents heavily, and sometimes it's hard to, oh wow, what, to explain my thought process, and why am I doing this? Like sometimes, it's just a gut feeling of what you should be doing. Most of it, like bluffing, being more aggressive in that spot, even if GTO does not agree with it, right? So yeah, but it's fine. I mean, okay, let's bet. Okay, so this guy got lucky a few hands, I guess. Okay, he's playing like 40% VPIP, which means I'm not sure, maybe I should even min raise these trash hands. We'll see how he reacts. Okay, we got unlucky this time, but his VPIP is like really, really low. I usually don't min raise or don't try not to inflate the pot, but this guy is really, really nitty, so that helps if we get. Okay, he snapped called, probably weak. Nice, we got it through. This guy does not like playing. Okay, let's bet again. Until he gets fed up and starts raising me. Maybe he won't at all. Yeah, for those that just joined, feel free to ask me any questions. I'll be more than glad to answer them. Okay, let's fold. Sent the link of the graph, thanks. But yeah, this month definitely won't be as good. I mean, you'll never know, but it's always hard for me to perform after a really good month. Oh, lovely. Thank you. I'll take that AV. Because like when you get a good month, you want even a better one. And if it doesn't start, oh wow. Only now I noticed that, why no one said that I enlarged the screen and it's messed up the whole. I'll try to fix it now. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay, this should be fine, I guess. I didn't even notice. I just wanted to expand the screen and that's it, but that happened. Apologies. Do you have any advice for multi-tabling? Basically, it's one of the advices if you want to add more tables at first, like drop a limit, right? It depends on how many tables you want to add, right? Let's say you're playing 2 tables most of the time, right? And you want to play 4. So you either can add 1 table when you're like warmed up and so on, and you add 1 more table, and you play for 3 tables until you get tired or whatever, and then you do it more often and often until you get completely used to it, and then you add one more table and repeat. Or you can drop down the limit and right away play 4 tables, right? Your losses won't be as big. Wow, that's crazy. He bets big on the flop. Wow, what the what? That's really unexpected. Definitely did not expect to see a fold. Like, I would not be surprised if you called me with, I don't know, like king, queen or whatever, but this is insane. But yeah, so dropping down a limit and playing 4 tables right away, I think it's maybe better. I'm not sure. Like, it depends from person to person, you know? So, but yeah, multi-tabling is way better approach to spins at least, you know? Because you can input more volume, which gives you higher rayback in most sites. Plus, you see a lot more spots, you get more fishes. So it's basically a no-brainer move. But you need to look at it as a learning process. Right? You won't get good in a day, right? And your GPV will drop, you'll miss some spots here and there, but eventually you get probably not as good. Like if I play 6 tables usually, right? I definitely would probably have a better GPV playing 4 tables, and I would like crush my opponents a lot more. But you know, my hourly rate is higher playing more tables, so you know. I don't know how I count, so how can I count it? So I don't want to lie, but I think the potential for earnings in GG poker is at least 20% better if talking about like 10s because of the good rayback and, in my opinion, better field. Yeah, I would not be surprised. 20% is a huge increase. I mean, if you like consider 10s, like it's not that much. Let's say you make 1,000 a month, then it's like 200 euros only, but still it's 20%, which is really good. Table not fully showing an overlay. Yeah, I fixed that already. Sorry about that, my mistake. Come on, please don't have aces here. I hate these spots. Aces, jacks, king. Oh, okay, nines. Probably one of the better ones that we could have. See here. Is it worth to be a coach in your opinion if your goal is to become a high stakes player, or is it too much time consuming? I think it depends from person to person because sometimes it helps people to improve themselves while coaching other people, right? You understand how other players think better, and so you can adjust to that and learn something new. You're forced to analyze spots that otherwise you would not. Let's say, I don't know, I would coach you and there's a spot and I don't know like the exact answer to it. So I need to look it up, I need to solve it, I need to think about it, and then I might encounter the same situation in my gameplay, right? And I already know what to do. So you're learning as well. So it's a bit different. I'm not sure if this is a call. It is, but ouch. We hit a 9 though. Okay, let's limp. Okay, I'll bet. Okay, nice. Lovely. How much time did it took for you to play 3 tables on Winamax? I played 2 tables on PokerStars for like 2 years, I think. Then I moved to Winamax. And I mean, in that time span of 2 years, I switched from PokerStars to Winamax, and I played it. And then I decided one day to move down to 25s, learn how to play 4 tables. It took me like a month. And I played 4 tables for like 4 months, maybe 5 months, and then I started adding fifth table. I was playing constantly 5 tables and adding sixth once in a while, but now I'm playing 6 tables continuously. Like the jump from 2 to 4 maybe was a bit harder than jumping to 4 to 5. Like playing 6 constantly was a bit harder, but now it's, I mean, if I need to buy a bigger monitor and start playing 8 tables, but I'm quite comfortable now. So, it's not like necessary, but in hundreds it definitely helps if you can add additional 2 more tables if you want to get to the battlefield. So, okay, let's play one more 50 and we might go up to hundreds. We'll see what the field is there. And maybe even play 25s if there's someone who wants to see that, but if no one mentions it, I'll probably just play hundreds and 50s, depending on the field. Okay. I'll raise. Great flop. Guys who play on Winamax, how was the Monopoly for you? How many binds did you make? And from the promo? And how many games? Because I played like 700 games and I probably made like, I'm not sure how to count it, but like 10 buy-ins, maybe a bit more. But I didn't play that much, so when I play up 4 tables, I think my GPU drops about 410. I don't know if it's normal. I mean, 10 is quite a lot of chips, even on. It really depends on the limit you're playing, right? So a drop in, if you're like playing 5S and your GPV is, I don't know, like 90 or 100, and you're dropping into 80 or 90, it's completely fine and it's worth it. But let's say you play 50s and your GPU drops by 10, then yeah, it's a big no-no. So, it's natural if you were playing in the low stakes. But if you're playing higher, a bit higher, like 25s or and above, it's definitely not. So it really depends on the limit. But if you play like, I don't know, 5S, 2S, it's completely fine. I would not say it's fine if above 10S. That should not, like, I mean, it'll drop in the beginning and you need a big sample, So if you played, I don't know, 20,000 games or like 10, let's say 10,000 games on Winamax with, on 10S with 2 tables and you play the same amount and you see the GPV drop by 10, yeah, that should not be usual and you need more practice on that multi-tabling. But yeah. Now that I moved to neutral format, it will be hard to imagine how I could play the slower format, especially PokerStars. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I like the Winamax format. It's fine. I mean, the only the PokerStars now have the really slow format. Apart from that, every single site, I think, poker is like Winamax. I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the 3-minute levels are gone, except for PokerStars, basically. So. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the same for me with the tables. When I play, if I play less tables, I can't, like, I cannot imagine playing just 2 tables now. It's just so, I need more action, basically. So, yeah. I also moved from PokerStars to Winamax and I instantly noticed how crazy the fishes are here compared to PS. Yes, definitely. The difference is really huge, and there's a lot more fishes as well. Okay, so I don't think he has an ace, but I want to get maximum value out of a 7, a deuce, a weak queen, a flush draw. Okay, so now I can only get value out of deuce, and that's about it. So I'll check back and hopefully he bluffs. If he has a 7, congratulations to him, but wow, 8-4. Okay, this guy is loosey-goosey. We'll definitely keep that in mind. You are not bluffing against this guy. Oh wow, he got tilted, didn't he? Okay, let's limp. I'll be bluffing in this spot. Okay, nice. Got it through. But yeah, fishes are crazy here. But I love that. I mean, sometimes it's a bit higher variance in that sense because they're that crazy. But it allows you to have a huge chippy V. I mean, if a higher rake back would be offered, let's say 60%, it would be insane amount of money. But of course, there would be way more regs, so it evens out in the long run. Okay. I hate these spots so much when you donk and you have a bottom pair. I always try to turn into a bluff or something. Please just stop. Don't bet. It's that easy. Just check back. I'll bet like 1.5. You'll try to get your straights or whatever, flush draws or weak pairs, and oh wow, he increases the sizing. He didn't do that previously, which is really strange, and I'll be a bit more cautious here. I don't think it's worth calling. There's a lot of bad cards for us as well. Okay, let's check back. Yeah, we saw how loose he calls, and it's quite hard to predict what will he will. Okay, probably call if he bets. Okay, he had an 8. Let's limp. Is he going to donk again? He bets 1 blind again. Problem is the board paired up, so that means he's more willing to call. God damn it. Nice, we held. Tell me what limit action you want to see. Higher stakes, lower stakes. I didn't expect that. On 2 table, I'm more tired after session than on play 4 table. Yeah, that happens. I mean, because you need to think more thoroughly. So you basically, your problem of the chippy V dropping significantly is that you're playing more on autopilot, right? If you get more tired playing 2 tables, that means you're not as focused, so that it doesn't tire you out as much. So maybe you can play 3 tables, even though it's quite awkward. Usually people prefer like adding tables and playing tables in pairs. Right, no one plays like 7 tables or 5 tables. Usually people play like 2, 4, 6, whatever, even number basically. But yeah, you should be trying to think about spots more often. And like what people do, one of the main mistakes people do is they start playing faster because they think they won't keep up. But the moment you get your base set in, multi-tabling becomes easy, right? You just need to know where to look and what to press at what time. And when you get that timing down, it's completely fine. But in the beginning, people are really rushing. They stop thinking as much, or they're afraid they're going to time out, they got lost, whatever. But it takes time, and practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Just do it when you are warmed up, and like play for like an hour, I don't know, half an hour. Add some tables. The moment you feel like, okay, I'm losing my grip right now, I'm all over the place. Stop, maybe do a break, and continue, or like drop the tables and continue. You don't need to play the whole session, but all the tables. Okay. Okay, we'll definitely be betting. Can I get a fold? Thank you. $25S would be fun to see. think we can do that. I'll play one more hundreds and we can go to 25s for like 2 games. Okay, I'll check without a kicker. That's a weird sizing. What gem do you think is more harder, 10s to 25s or 25s to 5s? I would probably say 25 to 50s. I mean, even though it's not a big difference. I mean, it kind of is. Usually, like, people get stuck in 25s mostly. If you can go past 25s, you can probably try to reach high stakes eventually. Oh, come on, like, dude. I hate this run out, to be honest. Oh, wow, aces, okay. Oh, well, unlucky. But yeah, there's not that many bluffs when he... Hey man, good luck. Your name, do you want 2 pair or do you need to go to the toilet? P. Yeah, it's because I need to go to the toilet often. I was like changing my nickname on Winamax a long time ago. I was like, what kind of nickname should I get? And I was like, okay, I'm going to toilet very often because I drink a lot when I play. And I was like, okay, then I'll just get that nickname. And it stuck. It got stuck, you know. So yeah, and I didn't want to change it now because it has some effect because people know that if I come to the field, I'll play 6 tables or whatever. It will be easier to get other regs out of the field, you know. But it gives us some credit. So, but of course, like changing my nickname right now would help me as well. You know, like all brand new stats. So for like 2 weeks, people would not know exactly who are they playing against. So they would only start to like think and adjust after some time. All the new stats, whatever. And you're playing against people who you have stats against, so you know how they play. But yeah, talking about like the limits and jumps from one limit to the other, it's yeah, I would say it's definitely from 25s to 50s it's harder because the regs are better, right? They're more tricky. They're not like because 25s is such a safe limit and there's so many fishes there that you can be quite straightforward with your play and balanced strategy. You'll be completely fine, right? Because no one will start to exploit because the field is really wide and there's so many regs. The fishes are really bad. And in 50s, the field gets way more narrower, and for some people it's harder to adjust to that change. But then that's basically the same. Like the higher you go, the field is more narrow. So if you're doing the same mistakes over and over again, better players will start to adjust, and you won't keep up, right? You won't if you're not like how should I say a liquid player, right? That it adjusts constantly and changes the game style. It will be really hard for you to climb up the stake ladder, basically. Okay, I don't want to wait. Let's play 25s right away and for a few games, and maybe we'll get action on hundreds later on. There's no action at 25s, and that's surprising. Come on, come on. Wow. Did I press the correct limit? What? Okay. I was thinking maybe I registered one of the tickets. One game, 250. I mean, there will be 2 regs there. So, and I play only up to hundreds. So, you know, it's just not worth it. For a second, I thought that these two are definitely fishes, but I just don't know them and I forgot about it. Okay, let's open up. Okay, he main clicks back, which is definitely a fish. Okay, let's call lovely flop. If he bets really big, I'm just probably jamming all in. Like, the only problem is that if we hit a 7, deuce or whatever, it will be hard to get paid off. And we can get like loose calls from like ace king, king queen, 5-8. That was definitely not what I expected. I would not be surprised to see a 6 or whatever, but it would got quite in quite good, so it's fine. If it was like a higher bid board, I would definitely not stack off. But now the problem is that when I call and the turn is, I don't know, a 10 or whatever, and he continues betting, or like a king or queen, whatever, I'll always have to fold with that sizing that he uses. So I decided to just jam right away. What do you think of the level of regs on the 50 euros overall? Would you say it's quite strong compared to other sites? Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't played it on other sites for a long, long time. I played on a GG for a short while, but the playstyle of the regs is a lot more different, and I'm not sure if they're better or worse, and they're quite polar. Some people are really good with all the sizing that it did and so on. You know, it's okay. So he bets one time only. I'll bet really small. I'm not really afraid of anything, so I'll just call. Okay. Nice, we got a call. I could have jammed, but oh wow, kings. Not expect that. I also moved to Winamax from PS. Regs and hundreds equal fish here. So trash, unbalanced, insane profits. Okay, now I'm curious. What's your nickname then? What's the sample that you have? You're saying it's insane profits. I want to hear the samples. I want to hear the nickname because I should know you, or at least played against you, because that's saying insane profits is quite a big statement, you know? Oh wow, what is that? He has a flush? Are you serious? Queen 9, a flush? I don't expect to see bluffs, but I'm like too committed. What? Of course I could have called on the flop there, but I don't see a point. I mean, what you gonna do? So this guy moved down to 25s. Playing 50s for a while, but I'm not surprised if he's not beating it. I mean, barely beating it. Okay, I'll check. Horrible turn card. I don't want to turn this into a bluff. No need. If he bets, he bets. I'll give up. Probably has like a 9 or an 8, but oh wow, he didn't do anything. Okay, let's jam. Unfortunate. Yeah, I hope that you heard me and you're trying to answer because now I'm really curious. What's your nickname? And how much you're making per game. At least the chippy and the sample would be nice. Okay, so have some backdoors. I'll bet one street. Okay, never mind. I don't need to tell my plan anymore. Oh, you mean... Maybe he means fishes got better jobs to do more charity in 100S. We all should move to 100S then, I guess. Yeah, the only problem in 100S is getting the fishes, you know? Oh no, all smstaking regs are very unbalanced. Regs always crush them, huge punters. Oh yeah? That's a great statement, man. I just would like to know what's your nickname then. You know, you can just tell me your nickname and it will be quite easy. Because there are not that many regs on hundreds. So just say the nickname and maybe I can attest and maybe I'll say that, yeah, dude, you're completely crushing it. Okay, let's go to hundreds. You don't use hotkeys? And I never got up to the point where I needed them. I mean, I always have enough time to click things. Of course, sometimes it would save time as well, but I'm fine without them. But I'll probably, if I play 8 tables, I'll definitely add them. The ideal scenario would be having all the hotkeys for like sizings and the betting part, like just playing basically with 2 hands, the mouse for the mouse. I'm not sure if you have to select the table and the other ones to just I think he's just trolling, to be honest. Okay, I want to raise him right away. Sucks a bit, but I'll check on pot control a bit. Name is okay, if you say the name of the guy, I might believe you, but I would doubt that he would just come to this stream knowing most of the people from there. Oh shit, what was happening? I got lost in track, so now I'll just jam. Of course, what? Deuce 7, seriously? Oh yeah, basically. Yeah, just this guy. Deuce 7, what happened here? He played 63% VPIP from the button, but he decided to open up. I need to rewatch this. I'm not surprised that he had a 7. I'm just surprised that he had Deuce 7. He min raised, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you got caught, buddy, I think. Moved to Winamax. Sure. Like you haven't played there for a long, long time. I always wonder where these trolls come from. I would not have a problem if, let's say, a reg that is crushing me, for example, would come here and say, hey, dude, you don't know how to play, whatever. Yeah, you're crushing me. I'm completely fine with that, you know. But pretending to be someone else and just spitting out the right lies, it's... But yeah. Okay, while we wait for a fish to pop up, I want to check how much I lost or won today. So we don't have the game running yet, so okay, so far today our graph is looking like this, which is we have 47 GPV on 25s, 325 GPV on 50s, which is nice, and minus 440 GPV in hundreds. Yeah, we got two bad outcomes. Oops. So yeah, not surprising. Anyway, guys, those that just joined recently, feel free to ask me any questions. Glad to answer them. Hey, I'm from Germany and don't get any rake back. Can you still beat spins without rake back? At least the lower buy-in games. You can beat the ones in lower stakes. So let's say 1S, 2S, 5S. I mean, they're beatable, but you won't make even close to the amount that the higher stakes get you. So, okay, so he's playing Salmon Deuce off. So I want to jam definitely, for sure. He's way too loose. We have to exploit that. So, I used to play for smart spin beating 25s, 50s. Oh yeah, so okay. It's nowadays I think it's so heavily rake inflicted that's basically like it's not just it's playing it full time is not worth it if you don't get any rake back. You might consider some workarounds or whatever, like to play on a site somehow, but that offers you rake back. But the lower limits are definitely beatable if you play like Poker Stars 5S. You should be probably beating it complete. Like you'll be definitely beating it, but I think you'll still make more money from pool EV than from. Okay, he continues betting. I hate the flush god there, so I'll fold. But yeah. Shit. Let's check back. Hi, thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming. And thanks for the good words, I guess. Why are you even looking Chippy V after less than 10 games? You believe you know the. I believe you know it doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't reflect my skill level from 10 games. I'm just like curious, like how is it going? Like, because I'm playing with autopilot kind of while streaming and talking, so I completely forget the games and how is it going. I knew that at like 50s I was crushing, but I wanted to see how bad it is on uh hundreds. Okay, I could raise it right away. Sonic is quite loose on the calling side, but he's quite aggressive as well, so I'll just call. And I want to be okay. I'll just jam right away. There's so many draws. He seems loose. Lovely. I mean, it would not change the outcome if I raise the flop as well, but I was just afraid that if I call the turn only, he will just stop. But yeah, basically there's no point in watching the EV, to determine the skill level. We'll try to push up the red diamond levels. Not sure if you want to, etc. at the moment. I'm currently red diamond 2, so that's the highest I can go. Because in hundreds, like to move up to diamond 3, like you need to play hundreds only if you want to move up to diamond 3, and then you'll get stuck. That like the rayback increases so little that you get like if you want to have a laid off month where you only cash one bonus in, it's not worth it basically. So yeah, red diamond 1 is for 50s, red diamond 2 is for hundreds, I would say, and anything above is mostly for high stakes only, or nitro format, right? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to get a higher status. I mean, if you like, I don't know, play a shit ton of games on hundreds, I don't know, like 10, 8K or whatever, then it makes sense. But otherwise, yeah, it's just not worth it. How does EV deal works? Is it better for someone somehow? So EV deals were only like used before pools were a thing, became a thing. I mean, because like the stable would act as like basically a pool. They would believe that eventually the EV and that one would even out, so they would take the gamble. But yeah, the pools make way more sense and allow you to cover a lot more of the multipliers, right, and lower the variance significantly. So yeah, I mean, nowadays it doesn't make sense to play on an EV deal. It's, I mean, yes, it's a fixed income without like a variance of a pool. But let's say if you take a longer period, it just doesn't make sense and you're losing money while playing with EV deal instead of playing in a pool. Okay, horrible run out for us. Which room do you think more profitable? PokerStars, Winamax. So we don't have that many players playing on PokerStars, so I have no idea. I think Winamax is way more profitable, to be honest. Maybe because there's not that much action on PokerStars. You know, I don't have anyone or like big samples to tell you. Like I would need to see the statistics. I'm playing on Winamax because I think it's more profitable. That's about it. Uh, because PokerStars is dying site, and dying sites means that there's less fishes. So the rig back needs to be big. There needs to be plenty of action. So, you know, it really depends. It really depends. Diva, how's it going? This month not so good. Last month was great, but overall, I would say I'm fine. I'm in a good spot. How do you felt streaming for the first time? Oh, the first time was a mess. Something was not working if I remember correctly. Uh, I was like anxious as well. Like, you know, doing this for the first time. I don't want to make it cringe or whatever. So I struggled a bit. I mean, I struggled for like, I don't know, first few times, like first 5 times or whatever. And eventually it got better. Now I'm completely fine. I'm completely chill, right? But the first few times I remember I would need like I would prepare for like an hour or so beforehand, you know, to just get mentally in the spot and not get anxious about it. Now it's completely fine. Um, I just like there's 10 minutes before I just turn on the OBS to play that and do some things, and I just hop in. Okay, not going. We're not doing great on hundreds. Not doing great on hundreds today, which sucks. Which sucks. Yeah, another part like about checking DV. Sometimes you know it's just I'm playing without like a good attitude and just hop into play like forcefully, not feeling it or whatever, and then you play like I don't know like 10, 20 games and you see that you're like losing a lot of money. It helps you to say, okay, I need to focus a bit more. I definitely did a lot of mistakes that could have been avoided. I made some bad calls or bad bluffs, whatever. And then you focus up and you try to fix your graph, right? So sometimes I think it really helps to check the EV, but it depends from person to person. You know, some people might get tilted and get affected by it in the opposite way, and that might cost them more money if they check chip EV. I think like in August I tried because I need to play quite a big volume, so in the end of the month. So I decided not to check chip EV until I'm finished, and it kind of helped me as well. It was fine, but yeah, like usually when I stop checking chip EV, I'm tilted and it doesn't go well. I just lose a lot more money because I don't even. I'm just wondering how badly variance is increased without rig back. Oh, I mean, the variance does not increase. Your profits decrease, right? So the variance of your net one stays the same, but you're just losing like not making as much. Your ROI is definitely lower. So, it doesn't cost that much to join a pool. So just do that. It will be way more simple for you. You can check our pool as well. It depends how much you want to play. But yeah, without breakback, I think it's better for you to, I don't know, maybe play MTT if you have time for it. But yeah. What about GG? You cannot play. Can you play? Oh yeah, you can play on GG, correct? Because when I played like a month or two ago, it was fine. I mean, there were a lot of German people there. Okay, so there's not anyone here playing, so let's not just wait and look. Let's play 50s. So, oh wow, hip hip hooray! We got 2,000 for the first place. Let's get it for the pool, I guess. It's so nice not playing, not caring about the bigger multipliers. I mean, I care because I want to put it in the pool, of course, but in a sense that it doesn't give me stress if I don't get it, you know? Okay, that's a big sizing from this guy. We're definitely calling. Oh wow, what is this? Okay, I'll give him some respect, I guess. I was thinking if I should shove or not, but the HUDs were not loaded up, so but quite a hard decision for me there, not knowing the stats. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone. The more you step out, the more you don't need to. Oh yeah, that's a good statement. I don't know where you heard about it or you've thought about it yourself, but it's definitely a case. The more you get exposed to uncomfortable situations, the less you are exposed to uncomfortable situations. Basically, just a great way of thinking, I guess. Mm. When you check your graph, thinking you did all right and it's Merkikla. Oh yeah, that's worst feeling. But when the exact opposite happens and you say, "Oh shit, I'm probably like breaking even or losing money," and you check and you're completely crushing it, it's such a surprise and one of the best feelings and you can get in spins, I guess. I heard that a lot of reg battles in Venomax 50 plus Nitro. Do you play Nitros and battle? No, I don't play Nitros at all because of that exact reason. Because there are cartels, and if you're not part of it, you're just losing money, like just straight up losing money. So I'm fine with playing regulars. I'm not like it's hard to tell. Like Nitro should be making a lot more money if there are no like reg battles or whatever. But it's poker players are like keep their secrets, and no one like says that they found a new gold mine and tells everyone about it. So they don't want competition as well. So I'm not exactly sure how much these people are making. It's a bit harder. For myself, I have a rule that I can't check my chippy during the day, only at the end of the day. Yeah, it's a good rule if, as I said, if it gets you tilted, it's fine. Do not check it, right? For me, I perform better if I do. Maybe I would if I didn't, but it's Davis. Are you playing against me right now? You're not playing. If you were the guy, but it would make sense. Okay. Let's raise it up. I'm going to get this 2K right away. Okay, let's standard C bets. I have no idea what is happening and what he might possibly have, but I think he'll jam here. I'll have to fold. Yeah. Whatever. Bleeding the chips. Nice, we got there. Pocket nines, lovely. Jam. Amazing. Hold. Yes, we're back in the game, baby. We're back in the game. Okay, let's slim. Okay, let's fold. So we might collect it after all. Just need a few more lucky hands. Okay, I like the flop. A decent one for sure. Hold. Hold. Fuck me. Okay. Sadly, we didn't get it. At least we didn't lose Chippy V. So that's nice. And you know, in these cases, imagine if there was no pool or whatever. That would completely suck. What a weird hand though. Yeah, it was quite weird. Okay, I'll try to bet right away. Nice. Can you tell me your thought process of the hand with King Queen? So I was a bit out of focus. The problem was that you need to be balanced there. You could say, oh, you can jam right away, right? But and if he doesn't, like, if he has Jack 10 or whatever, he'll have to fold. And I'm not like exactly sure what I should be doing with like King Queen. It might be that with my bluffs I should be betting small, like I would do with ace high, like a pair of aces. But if it's, let's say, King Queen, which is like more of the top of the range, let's say, then it's possible to jam as well. So, you know, I bet a small sizing representing like I have an ace. And then when one of the straights got there, which is kind of not, I would not say it's really irrelevant. There are not that many straights that you can have, but I think you can have strong aces or whatever. So I decided to, I mean, he doesn't have that many aces, to be honest. He just jams all of them. So I was doing it for balance mostly, but you know, when I'm streaming, it's always hard to like, I lose my train thought. Okay, let's jam. And yeah, basically I decided to give up. I don't think there's that much fold equity on the turn. So I think the choice was either to just jam straight up on the flop or just bet small. Like, I'm not certain. I just got a bit carried away while talking. But yeah, I'll have to solve it. Maybe GTO just jams it 100% of the time. I'm not sure, which would make sense. Like, on this particular board, like ace 7 6, I think, was completely fine. Okay, I'll call one straight. Okay, he bets big. King high, I might call. How often you studying GTO? Not that often, to be honest. Not, I mean, I would not say I'm a big fan of it. I'm just lazy in that regard, right? I don't like studying at all. I like group coachings when you discuss things and etc. But yeah, trolls today are more active than ever. Oh, for sure. Okay. I think he had jacks. Might be, might be. I mean, he can have jacks, but I think he would probably jam jacks as well. He can have pocket queens, pocket kings, etc. He would probably not have pocket tens. But yeah, I'll probably never know. As I noticed, the best result you can show only playing on auto mode. The deeper you think about fish drags on your table, more chippy V moves I make. Less calls, more ugly buffs, reasons on how you think. So for me, it's kind of similar. I mean, it has to be balanced. If I play with like on a huge autopilot, it never works out nicely, right? I miss a lot of spots and I don't see it through. So I think thinking about your spots thoroughly is really nice, and like for me it's plus CV, but if you overthink, then it definitely doesn't work out in your favor, right? If you start thinking about it too hard, especially if you're on a bad run, right? Then you start like, I don't know, overfolding or like fast playing your value hands as well. That's the worst part. I remember, oh, clear GTO doesn't make maximum money. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, exploit, like if you're playing in a rag infested field, I don't know, like you're playing GG high stakes or whatever, where there's only almost like, I don't know, 95 players out of 100 players will probably be regs, whatever. In that case, GTO is necessary, right? The more balanced you are, the more you're going to crush your opponents, right? And it's absolutely necessary. But you're playing on Venomax. If you're playing on Minimax where there's plenty of fishes, then definitely GTO won't make you the most amount of money. Because you need to exploit them, and the regs won't be as balanced as well. Let's try this, see how it goes. Okay. I was wondering if I should jam or I should just call, like bet. But I was thinking if I bet on a smaller side, I might get called more loose by like king highs, ace highs, whatever. And in a case he has a 7, he might not jam it. But yeah. Okay, let's bet on a bigger side, I guess. Nice. How much do you study in a month overall? How much do you recommend to study for a player like me in tennis, for example? In the beginning, it's way more important to study. I mean, it's always important to study. The more you study, the better you'll be. But in lower limits, like your return of investment, like if you look at the time that you're studying as an return, like an investment of your time, the returns will be significantly higher if you study instead of play, right? let's say you spend an hour studying instead of an hour playing, in the long term, let's say a year, right? You'll be making a lot more money than just, I don't know, spending that hour. I don't know, let's say, okay, let me get it, let me get it back. So let's say you play every day for like 5 hours, right? You're not playing full time, so you're playing for like 5 hours and studying for like a half an hour. But if you would do like, I don't know, 4 hours of playing and studying for 1.5 hours in a year, just doing those 5 hours is way more profitable, right? And later on, as you get better, it's necessary to study, of course, but you don't need to do it as much. You learn to like get new strategies and adjust and improve by playing as well, which is really hard to do in the beginning if you're just starting off, right? How important are those big ISO sizing? Heads up, I only use ISO 2.5 and the 3 big blinds. It depends on which site you're playing, but basically fishes overcall with shittier hands to big sizings. That's why it's profitable. You didn't play the pot right away. And against regs it's as well for balance, so they don't call as loose and you have those big hands because you're out of position, right? So if you're out of position with like off-suited hand, like king queen for example, it's quite hard to play in that sense. But like I haven't ever seen. I'm just using GTO ranges, right, to balance it out because I mean the GTO says so. And every reg uses it, right? Every reg has big sizings as well. So I haven't ever compared. Maybe like in lower, like in some limits, it's not profitable, not as profitable. Maybe it's quite close, but I think it's still better to do that. You're more balanced in some ways than others. So I'm not an expert in that particular topic, you know. By the way, just really like small and never jams there with King Queen like you did. Okay, yeah, but that's the GTO standard basically. Against the field, I would expect, especially it's not worth betting big. I mean jamming, because people quite respect your big ISO sizes and they don't call quite loose as well. They don't call as much as they should. I mean, I'm talking about regs. They don't call as wide as they should, and they overfold. So that means their range is more value heavy as well. So just jamming, you'll end up losing a lot more money. I think it depends on like the board, of course, texture. But okay, thanks for checking that out, by the way. Now I'm calm. But have you checked the turn as well? Does it check back and just give up, or what? Do you think Minimax offer is better than GG? What do you mean offer? Like as the whole site? I'm not sure. Like for now, the tendency is that people on GG make more money. But yeah, GG is unstable. Winamax is way more stable in the sense that they don't change the system or whatever. They don't like because GG overnight can change the whole thing and it can become not unprofitable and like that. So I think Winamax is more stable, but GG is more profitable, at least now. It might be completely different in 3 months or so. Without knowing GTO, you will not make maximum money as well. Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, you need to know the how your opponents play, and you need to, if you don't know GTO and then you're trying like to go to like higher stakes and people play balanced strategy, and you don't know how what the range is cap based on or whatever, you'll really struggle because there are some spots where, without knowing exactly what your opponent's range is, you're always going to lose money. I don't know about Velamax, but on PokerStars, most of the regs use ISO 1/3, 90% value range. And it has to be like heavily value ranged. There's not that many bluffs, but it depends on like some people only use it, let's say, with ace king, ace queen, ace jack, and that's about it. Some people use it, and if you use the total range, right? And especially if people respect it, right? And you use all the 8-7 suited ones, pocket sevens, etc., then you're quite even. Okay. I have a monster draw here. I'm not sure what to do with it though. I'll raise tiny bit. I'm not sure. I was supposed to probably call. Okay, I'm blocking the flush as well. I'll need to jam, I guess. Maybe he'll make a bad hero call. Like, wow, boy. That was really optimistic. Why my poker tracker is not popping off? Wow, we're just hitting it today, aren't we? In 50s? Okay, let's bet. I think you can crush 25s without GTO. Just play ABC and full exploit with best study to start studying the store from 50s and so on. I mean, you need to know GTO basics, even in 25s. I mean, you're playing like all the sizings that you use and the flops and so on. You're using GTO strategy, right? It's not like I'm not talking about in-depth strategy where you go like into like perfectly balanced percentages or whatever. I'm like all the sizing that you use. Let's say you bet, I don't know, 1/4 on the flop, and then you bet 75% on the turn. That's basically GTO as well, right? If you don't play GTO, then you're saying that you're, I don't know, 3.5x from button, limp from button, or whatever. You're not using GTO ranges as well then. So it's a bit maybe mixed opinion in that sense. People think that GTO is only but yeah, you need to know GTO for exploits as well. I completely agree. And it spins how offer, I mean, a distribution of raybacks and winnings. So the offers, like, GG has bigger rayback, but there's way more regs. So in every single poker site, it evens out, right? So let's say Venomax becomes the best side there is. Everyone would go to Venomax, and then you would start making less and less money until it gets too reg inflated. And then would people go back to other sites? So, for a short term, but the promotions, they don't matter. Like, the only thing that matters is return on investment and how much money you can make on the site. Like, Venomax could have no promotions whatsoever, or like a really low rateback. But let's say, would I agree to play on a site which has zero rateback but has only fishes? Of course I would, right? It probably would be more profitable. So, it's all about the balance and and of course, if you can play in certain fields, because for some people they don't like nitro, so they prefer to play on PokerStars. For some people, it's way more important to play fast, play with big volume, whatever. They don't like HUDs or analyzing them, so GTO is only to understand logic behind it. Once you understand logic of it, you can play GTO on instinct. It kind of makes sense what you're saying, because I'm basically playing on this. I have definitely didn't spend that many hours, but I watch other people and how they analyze hands as well. So it's come on, dude, serious? What can I get a fold out of? Not that much. 4-8, you called it 4-8. Okay. I would not expect him to fold there, to be honest. But yeah, you need to study GTO. Like you cannot like learn. There are certain spots which would like even some like 100 or 50 regs. I see sometimes they do huge mistakes GTO wise, which seems like a really simple spot in some ways, right? But they constantly do it, and it's constantly losing the money. And it's like a simple fix. I won't give you. Oh, fuck off with that 5-7. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to the toilet. Ask me some questions. I'll be right back. Still need to finish the game. Come on, just lose it. Please. Nice. Okay, be right back. Rewarding, I would say. But yeah, and I cannot make the correct adjustments, and so on. The Rockets, the American Airlines. What are other nicknames for? I mean, the Christmas came early today. Wow. Hopefully.